Good afternoon. I'm Ross Benjamin of Sports Memo and Wager Talk TV. It is Tuesday, May 21st. I'm going to be discussing today's Game 1 of the Eastern Conference NBA Finals between the Indiana Pacers and the Boston Celtics, a game that will take place at TD Garden in Boston tonight. And boy, oh boy, let me just say this. I had no vested interest in the Indiana and New York series. I did have Indiana in the last two games of that series, game 6 and 7, whether it be a free pick or on the premium side. But I will say, above and beyond me winning those picks, I'm glad that Indiana has advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals. Not because I don't like the Knicks, because it's the furthest thing from the truth. The bottom line is, you're looking at a Knicks team that lost Julius Randle during the year. And everybody wrote them off, but they were resilient and they kept on keeping on, for lack of a better phrase. Then in the first series, they lose Bogdanovich and they lose Mitchell Robinson to an injury. The second series, Josh Hart gets hurt in game 6 with an abdominal strain. He was nowhere near 100% in game 7. They lose. Who else did they lose? Josh Hart breaks his hand late in the game against the Pacers. Not that it would have had any difference in that particular outcome, but my point is, if they would have advanced, they were prospectively without 5 key players in the lineup, 5 that are best players, including their leading scorer. How competitive would they have been against Boston as compared to what we're seeing from Indiana right now? And by no stretch of the imagination am I picking Indiana to win this series. But what I'm saying is I'm looking forward to a very exciting series because both of these teams are fully capable of putting up big numbers offensively. And I'll get to that in a second. It's going to be reflective on my free pick for today's game. So stay tuned for that. Before I get to that, real quick, folks, real important, you give me a like on these videos. It's, keeps the light burning. It keeps Wager Talk TV happy. It keeps my videos alive, and it also keeps all videos on Wager Talk TV alive, so we don't have to charge you. It's just a small token of your appreciation, keeping these free pick videos and not pay pick videos. You'll see that like button right below you. Just hit that thumbs up, and I would appreciate it very much. And also, if you have not subscribed to Wager Talk TV, I don't know what you're waiting for. We have some of the best sports betting experts in all the world that are appearing on this channel, including myself. I'll put a star on my forehead a little bit. That's the extent of which I'll do so. And also, you can click on that alert notification bell in your YouTube settings, and you'll be notified upon any of our great content going up on our channel. And it involves anything, I should say, from free pick videos to podcasts, to handicapping technique videos, to handicapping tip videos. You don't want to miss it. So not only click that subscribe button, and if you have already, we thank you. And if you haven't done this, if you're a subscriber already or you're new, go into that YouTube settings by clicking that alert notification bell. You'll be notified immediately. And won't have to keep coming back and forth to the channel. Just a nice convenience. All right, let's get to the matter at hand. And that's the matchup between Indiana and Boston in game 1. I'm going to focus in on the team total of the Boston Celtics in this game, which is 115.5. These teams have met 5 times this year. And by the way, Indiana won 2 of those 5 matchups. So that makes it even a more intriguing series. And I don't want to get off topic, but I do think this will be much more interesting than a lot of people would believe, because everybody seems, and their mother seems to be picking the Celtics to win in 4 games. I'm not picking against the Celtics. I'm going to say Indiana is going to be more competitive than people think. In the 5 matchups, though, against Indiana this year, Boston has averaged 129 points scored per game, shot 52.3% from the field and 43.6% from beyond the 3-point line, and that includes averaging 16.4 3-point makes per game. So Boston has really torched Indiana. If you've been following the Pacers over the year, you know they're one of the more exciting and entertaining teams to watch because they're so good offensively. They share the ball so well. But on the other side of the coin, their obvious vulnerability is their defensive play. By the way, in the 2 games played at TD Garden between these teams this season, the Celtics scored 155 and 129 points in those matchups and made a combined 38 three-point shots. This is an Indiana team on the road during the postseason, which has allowed 115 points or more in 4 of their last 5 on the road. The one exception to the rule was in Game 7 against the Knicks in a previous series, that win that got them here, and that was against a very depleted Knicks lineup that even lost their leading scorer, Jalen Brunson, in the course of that game with a broken hand. Indiana allowing 119 points per game this year, and opponents have shot 49.3% against the Indiana Pacers. As good as Indiana has been scoring-wise, they've been just as bad defensively, and they're going to be playing. They're the top scoring team in the NBA. Boston is second. So that's a concern, is a defensive end for the Indiana Pacers. Boston at home this year, averaging 121.5 points per game, shooting 49.5% from the field, and making over 40% of their three-point tries. At home, they're averaging 17 three-point makes a game. So I'm going to go with the Boston Celtics here to go over the team total of 115.5. That's Boston over 115.5. Just a friendly reminder, folks, my NBA playoffs, that is, number 1 in 2022, number 1 in 2023, and currently number 1 in 2024 at Sports Memo. And since 2022, which is encompasses the last 3 postseasons in the NBA, 112-64 overall record. It's good for 64%. And by our grading system, what we use at Sports Memo and Wager Talk, I'm up 19,100 units in the NBA postseason since 2022. Good specials going on right now. If you want to make some money and want to spend a little to make a lot, which I've done over the last 3 postseasons, my NBA package right now, right through the finals, will get you NBA playoff package, that is, which would entail both conference finals and the NBA finals, just $85. And if you're a first-time customer at either Sports Memo or Wager Talk, we're going to give you an additional $15% off that $85 cheap purchase. Also, if you like to dabble in all sports, 3-day special right now, $49, 7 days, $79. That gets you all my selections over that duration of time at sportsmemo.com. And my URL at sportsmemo is sm.buzz/RB. That's sm.buzz/RB, as you can see right below me. That'll take you directly to my page. Don't forget to hit that like button, folks, as a small token of your appreciation. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'll be back tomorrow with another free pick winning video. Until then, take care and God bless.